Hey guys, today I am coming at you with a tattoos and piercings video. I like tattoos and piercings and I like these videos, so I decided just to make my own. So we're just gonna get started. Yep, we'll start with piercings just because they're easy and simple. And yeah, so first two piercings I have are my nostrils, which were not that bad. I'd say like 3 out of 10. I've had both sides pierced 3 times each, so I'm kind of used to the pain of nose piercings. My septum was probably like a 4. The healing was worse than the actual piercing. It felt like someone had punched me in the nose afterwards. So, yeah, it's not bad. I like it. It's my favorite piercing. I have my ears stretched, which getting them pierced was like 1. Stretching sometimes I would say 3 because I did it very improperly. There was one time where I was stretching from 0 to 00, which I would say would be like a 7 out of 10 because I technically kind of blew out my ear, but it's all healed now. I fixed it, so yeah. But they're stretched to 20 millimeters. They just have some crappy silicone in right now because I was having a nap. Excuse me. Then I have my industrial pierced. It has 2 separate ones in because I kind of like the way it looks, and also because my ear gets really aggravated when I have a 1 bar because it's an asshole. So yeah, that's it for, oh wait, no, just kidding. I also have my nipples pierced, which I'm not going to show you, but those were like maybe 5 out of 10. They were like a bit unpleasant, but healing was very easy. The only time I had problems with it was when I was like, one time I went in the shower and like I have like a metal shower. Not, well, at the time I did, I don't now, but I clipped my nipple on it and it started bleeding and it like ripped it out, but it's all good now. This boob's good. So yeah, tattoos, which is the fun part. I'll go top down. It's easy. This is not my first one, but first one I'll show you. It is a skull and crossbones doodle. If you listen to All Time Low, you'll know that's their logo. I got this tattoo like right before the first time I saw them, and it was fantastic. And Jack Bearcat, who is the guitarist, told me it was beautiful. So, sure, he was just being nice, but my heart fluttered a bit, but whatever. So yeah, and even if like sorry, that was a very like half thought. If I ever end up for some reason not liking All Time Low, I can always just tell people I'm a pirate, so I really like the tattoo. Second tattoo I'll show you is this octopus with an anchor, some waves and shit, rope, very nautical themed. I got this at a time where I thought tattoos needed to have some crazy meaning, and I decided that it would be because of this book called It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini. The main character, Craig, was essentially me in high school, depressed, anxiety-filled, just hating everything, and he has this outlook on life where tentacles are crazy things that fuck up your life, and anchors are things that stabilize you, keep you happy, and I like that idea, so I got it for that reason. But now I really, like, I like that whole metaphor of life, but I don't believe in it, you know? It's like, it's a cool visual thing to think about, but I usually just tell people that I got it because I like Octopus. So yeah. Next one is this 4-leaf clover outline, and I got this spontaneously during vacation in Vancouver, and I got it because my brothers were on St. Patrick's Day. That's really it. Next one is this Pokeball. I got it because I fucking love Pokemon. Pokemon has been like something I've just always loved, and as a kid it was like how I made friends, and I primarily hung out with boys, so Pokemon was literally all we would do. We would take our Game Boys to school, play Pokemon Red, Yellow, Blue. I had blue, my friend Dean had red, and my friend Kale had yellow. So we would just sit by this tree and just play and like literally ignore each other all the time, the whole time, and then would go immediately to class when the bell would ring. So we were just kind of like there. It was fun. I liked it. And now that Pokemon Go is out, it's all I do. So yeah. This next one is this kind of like gem pendant with like a little rope. I got this, I want to say like in December, like this past December, so it's almost been a year since I've had it. I got it off a flash sheet. I really liked it. one of the local artists where I was living at the time had drawn up a sheet, and I'd been wanting to get tattooed by him for a really long time, but he always gets booked up. And he posted on Instagram, and he was like, oh, if you get this, like, I'll just put you in my books and you don't have to, like, wait. And I was like, yes. So I got it, and I love it because it kind of fills this awkward space that I had, and yeah, I really like it. And I like the little gem. So yeah. Next one is this one, which is like a teacup with some flowers and the initials in the middle, which are backwards to you, but it's HW. And that was for my friend that passed away. I worked with her at excuse me. I worked with her at Starbucks, and she quickly became my best friend, pretty much. And she helped me through a lot. And the reason I got a teacup was because we would always drink tea all the time. Whenever we hung out, it was just tea, tea, tea. At Starbucks again, tea. So, a little teacup for her. That's it. Next one would be, actually it's my first ever tattoo that I got. It's gonna be super awkward. It's this cameo silhouette. I'm just gonna do this. Hey. It's a silhouette of Benedict Cumberbatch's Sherlock Holmes. I got it because Sherlock was just like a big thing in my high school life. I just watched a lot, and Sherlock Holmes as a kid was also very big. My mom had these picture books that she would always read to me that related to the stories, so obviously they were like a simplification book for kids, and Sherlock Holmes was always like my favorite, and I would always like pretend to be him and run around and stuff, so he was cool. And I got the cameo to kind of symbolize the old Sherlock Holmes, and then Benedict Cumberbatch to symbolize obviously the new Sherlock Holmes, and that was just kind of why I got it, because I liked it. Next one is this love letter and these flowers. I got this as the same time as this one. This was also on the flash sheet. I had originally planned to just get the love letter, and then I, actually 2 days before I was supposed to get the tattoo, I was talking to Fraser, my tattoo artist, or one of my tattoo artists, on Facebook, and I was like, hey, I kind of want that other one, and he was like, yeah, cool, let's do it, and he gave me a really good deal. He only made me pay like $150 for both of them, so I was very thankful for that, and so was my bank account, so yeah. Next one would be this little skeleton hand coming out of a mug, and that says 13. It was a Friday the 13th tattoo. I think this is my most recent professional tattoo, which gives you a hint later. I went with my friend Alicia, and she got one kind of in the same spot. She got a lightning bolt with a 13 because she's a Harry Potter nerd. Yeah, I got this, and this is kind of like my death before decaf tattoo because I work at Starbucks, and I worked at other coffee places before, and coffee is just kind of a big thing in my life, so I had to get a death before decaf tattoo because I am hardcore. Yes. What's next? This one I got. I need to angle my body better. This one I got at a tattoo convention, in Kelowna, which is where I live. Yeah, I got it spontaneously. It was cool. A girl named Janaea did it. She's from Craftsman in White Rock, BC. I just walked up to the table, was looking at Flash, and I saw this one, and I was like, yo, you got time? And she's like, I got time, and then we just did it. And it was really cool, because it was my first, convention tattoo, my only convention tattoo, really, but it was a cool experience, and I really liked it, and I didn't really get it for any reason. I just thought it was cool. A lot of people ask me if I'm, religious, and if it's, the Adam and Eve, apple, snake dealio, but it's not. So, it's just cool. Next one would be this little hand outline with this flower, which I got spontaneously in Vancouver. I was on vacation, like I just said, and one of the shops that I've been wanting to go to for a while had an opening, and I ran down and got it. So yeah, it was fun. Next one is this Peony, and I got this from a guy named Jeremy at 5 Fathoms in Vernon. Actually, I'll list all of the tattoo artists that I remember who I got tattoos from and who did which tattoo, and I'll put their Instagram accounts and everything in the description so you guys can check them out. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite tattoos. I just like the way it kind of like sits on my body, if that makes sense. But I saw this on a flash sheet as well and just decided to get it because I liked it, and that's that story. The next tattoo I can't really show you because my pants, and I don't really feel like taking off my pants, but it's like the exact image of something, but it's basically, I can't even, like, I'm like sniffling and coughing, I'm sorry. It is the exact image of the title screen in Kingdom Hearts 2 where Sora is standing in the water and he has the popsicle in his mouth. If that makes no sense to you, I will just literally link the picture. That is what is on the side of my left lower leg. Yeah, that was like my second tattoo ever, and I got that because Kingdom Hearts, just like Pokemon, is a very big part of my childhood. Same friends, Kale and Dean, we would always play that game. So yeah, this last tattoo is the sketchiest tattoo I think I've ever seen on anyone that I know. I want to see if I can like bring my leg up to show you. Yeah, so it's this little sucker. It is a piece of pizza that I got a stick and poke at a party. Basically, I was laying on a pool table getting poked with a needle while drinking a 2-6 of gin. That's the story, and I woke up the next morning not even remembering that I had gotten a tattoo, and then I was like, shit, why does my leg hurt? Why is it so itchy? And I pulled down my pants and I saw that. I don't regret it at all. I think it's hilarious, but I will be getting it covered up because I've always wanted a pizza tattoo, but I want to get a better one, so I'm going to cover it up with a better black and white, like traditional style piece of pizza. So yeah, I forgot one, and I'm not going to show you this one either because it's my toes, and my toes are kind of gross, but basically across my toes it says Time Lord in typewriter font, not including my big toes, so from my pinky to the toe beside my big toe, and it says Time on my right foot and Lord on my right foot. No, Time on my right foot, Lord on my left foot. And the reason I got that is because Doctor Who is great, and I love Doctor Who, so I plan on getting a full, like, feet. But I'm also very scared because my toes were literally the most brutal thing I've ever experienced, so we'll see if that actually happens. So yeah, that's all my tattoos. Thanks for watching and listening to me blabber on about them. I love tattoos and piercings, they get me really excited. If you have any like specific questions about getting tattooed or pierced, let me know. I will definitely produce some content about that because I love helping people out with that kind of stuff. Sorry, my throat. And yeah, so I hope you all have a super lovely day, weekend, whatever you're doing, and see y'all later.